Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Massimo. I'm so excited to be back. Today I just wanted to come here and share my thoughts lately. I'm sorry about the dogs barking. If you guys can hear them, I'm outside. We outside. I've really been feeling like I'm going through a depressed episode. Uh, I couldn't even say it properly. I think, yeah. Um, I've always wanted to go on a solo trip. I finally went. And trust me, it was a good time. On the trip, I didn't want to feel like I didn't deserve it, but I felt like that. And also, I felt like I needed to rest, but I didn't. I felt like it wasn't enough. I'm someone who spends a lot of time alone. I do stuff on my own, and so, having to. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I think I've been tired since last year. Being around my family, I've always wanted to move out and whatever. But I think, things are just not working out. I think also I'm not working hard enough. So I think I'm going through a depressive episode where I feel like I'm just not doing my best, even though I can sit down and look back and look at some of the good things that I've done or the things that I've said I wanted to achieve for myself and I actually did. But I don't count them. I don't count them as worth. I feel like I should be in a different position that I am in right now. And I'm trying to be content. I'm trying to not compare myself. I'm trying to remind myself to stay grounded and be appreciative of the moment that I'm living in. But it's so hard. And this is something I've been saying for almost the whole year, if not since last year. But I've been struggling spiritually, which is making me very sad at this point. I go to church. I read the Bible. Sometimes I pray every day. And I still feel like I don't know. It's like I'm searching for a higher power to dwell within me, but I can't find it. And I think the reason for this is because I think I have an idea of what it's supposed to be like, and I'm not receiving it that way. So, my expectations are definitely not being met, unfortunately. And I think I need to get out of that kind of process, which is something that I've recognized, but it's like I can't get myself out of it. So I'm struggling. But also, the whole thing of just not feeling like I'm enough, feeling like I'm almost 25, which is something that I've never thought of. I never looked at myself as having a biological clock and the time is running out or anything like that. I'm even starting to feel like, what if I die tomorrow? What are the things that I look back and say I'm proud of? And I think the biggest thing for me right now is just trying to move out of my parents' home. But I'm still here, and at the same time, I tend to remind myself that I'm still young, number one. Number two is, what is the rush? Why do I want to move out so fast? Even though I've stayed alone, in varsity for a year, I still I think I miss that, more than anything, the freedom, the privacy, having your own space. I think I miss that more than anything. But is it enough for me to say that I can move out? I don't know. I haven't sat down. I think I should sit down and write down my pros and cons list and see how that works. I haven't been reading much. I haven't been doing, the things that really kind of get me or make me feel like I'm on the right path or I'm doing something right. Um, at the same time, I'm like, does it have to be so hard, to get yourself in a good position? I don't know. When it comes to my love life, it's a little bit stressful in the sense that I think I want to not, I don't want to compare my relationships. If I'm ever to enter a new relationship, I don't want to compare it to my previous one, which I feel like set the bar up. but at the same time, it also got me very depressed and very insecure. And like, I fear um, having to find myself like single for a very long time or for forever, which is not what I wish for myself, because I fear having to impose some of these inflicted insecurities on another person. I also don't want to go into a relationship feeling like I need to change those things, because I know then I'm going to start acting a certain way, which might not necessarily represent who I am truly, but more so like almost like trying to avenge myself for my past mistakes. And not that I do like bad stuff or anything like that, but I think I'll be doing stuff that are not me. So that's like one of the worries, and these are actually the things that I worried about on my birthday, that I thought about, but I didn't want to dwell too much on it. I think I left them for too long. And I always feel like, on my birthday, the week before, I'm really happy, jolly, can't wait. And then when the time comes, or when my day comes, I feel like I'm a failure. I feel like, why? Why are you so deserving of this life? Sometimes wish like it could be cut short. I'm so sorry. I don't feel suicidal. I feel like I don't feel suicidal, but I feel like sometimes I'm like, the things that I'm experiencing in this life are a little bit too hard, a little bit too drastic. Can I just like stop? Can I just stop here? Maybe just pause, or maybe just stop and give me something else, which like also gets me back to thinking about my style, attachment style. Am I like an avoidant person? I think I am. I think I don't like dealing with problems and issues, and it's getting a little bit hard for me. It's getting a little bit harder as I grow, because as you grow, some of the things that you thought when you were younger never really happened, probably just happened in movies, are actually starting to happen in real life, and you're like, what the heck? Yeah. So yeah, a lot is going on in my head, and I'm also not feeling like doing anything about it. I feel like I should just sleep it out, and I've been sleeping a lot lately. It's starting to worry me, because the minute I started feeling good, I stopped sleeping a lot. Um, so I definitely sense myself going into this episode slowly but surely. But at the same time, I'm like, is it something that I need to go through? And how long is it gonna last? How long am I going to allow it to last? And if I don't allow it to happen, am I ever gonna, come back to this point and be like, oh, I should have allowed it to happen? That is messed up. That is a messed up way of thinking, but I definitely think like that. But anyway, someone asked me how I was doing today, and I wanted to say, other than my lip gloss about to run out, I'm really feeling good. I don't know why I would say that. I didn't though. I did say, other than, feeling the rush of, the end of the year, I'm feeling good. But I'm not. I'm not. And they responded. I mean, I also asked the question back to them how they were feeling, and they responded by saying that they're okay, and they can't complain. And my next question was gonna be, how stressed are you, or what are you stressing about? It's like I feel like I want to share, what I'm stressing about, how I'm feeling, but at the same time, the past week, telling people how I was feeling made them feel sorry for me, and like question whether they needed, if whether I needed assistance from them or anything like that. And I was just like, I should have never said anything. Because you can't help me. I don't think anyone can help me, but I think there are people that can help me. I don't think that the things that I told him last week needed, serious help. There are real things that bother me that I could do with the help, but I haven't told anyone. Like what I'm telling you guys right now, I haven't said anything to anyone about this. But like last week, I was just telling people that I was stressed about like my family members passing on this year, so rapidly. So I'm kind of stressed about it, but I'm not stressed at the same time. I've got this thing in my heart that's like God's timing, but I also think that I'm okay because it's not very close relatives. I think if it was very close relatives, it would be a different situation. And so at the same time, I was a little bit drained, because I haven't had a weekend to myself, guys. Like a weekend, like where I can just be at home. And finally, yesterday I had that. So yeah. Anyway, people were like making me feel like there was something wrong with me, and I'm like, I've got bigger problems, and you guys want to stress about these ones? Like, stop it. I also don't want people to think I'm too weird. Like I don't. I think I've lived most of my life thinking that I was weird and too different. That I realized until I realized I'm not that different. Like I'm just a human being. Like I'm really just a human being. I'm unique in the sense that I'm not like anyone else, but I'm not too weird that I'm like an alien, which is something I thought I was. Like I used to think that I was probably adopted, if not adopted, because that seems too close to human. I was probably an alien, and like maybe one day, you know, just one day, a spaceship would like come and get me. Yeah, just one day, a spaceship would come and get me and go back home. But I realize I'm not an alien. I'm just gonna go home, go back home and sleep. Now that there's nothing much to do, and gonna wake up tomorrow. And yeah, I'm not gonna respond to any WhatsApp messages, unfortunately, because I feel like the conversations are over. Everything that I'm thinking of replying is just too weird, which is also like the real me. I really want to ask those questions. I'll probably send them and sleep because I don't think I'm ready for the responses. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, if you like my content, if you check that out, please do not be afraid or shy to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.